It's hotter than Hot McHot from Hotville. I found it. They sell snacks. Welcome to Hooton, where trains still run, and we're going to ignore them because we're going to walk from here to West Kirby. That's 12 miles voluntarily. Let's do this. The Wirral Way follows the old Birkenhead railway line, which once carried passengers and parcels between Hooton and West Kirby. Today, it's just you, the path, and the occasional dog or cyclist. So the first stretch out of Hooton is open and rural. Big skies, occasional birdsong, and the voices in your head wondering if 12 miles on a day like this was really ambitious. About a mile and a half in and you hit Hadlow Road Station, frozen in time since 1956. This is going to be like stepping into a black and white film, only with sturdier shoes. The Wirral Way is popular with cyclists, so keep left and brace yourself for the occasional blare of lycra. They're friendly, mind, just don't make any sudden moves around them. So as we head west, the path dips into deep sandstone cuttings. In the railway days, these echoed with steam engines. Now, it's just the crunch of your boots and maybe a distant woodpecker. Just imagine having to carve this out back in the 1800s. It'd be a feat today, let alone back then. This is where you really feel the history. I found it. Now I'm going to get my boots all muddy, but I found it. I'm hoping you're going to make it out. But someone's actually carved 1866 in the wall. There's a 1964, but that's less impressive. 1866. Let me see if we can get this. Right then, a little over 4 miles. We're on the outskirts of Neston, which means the next town we're going to come to is Parkgate. Now, Parkgate was one of the earliest settlements, if not on the Wirral, in the UK completely. And it came about, there used to be a large deer park, obviously owned by some lord somewhere, and all the peasants sort of set up their own little settlement by the gates of the park, hence Parkgate. Fast forward a couple of centuries, and Parkgate used to be the go-to seaside resort in the area, and everyone used to flock here to come and go to the beach and take the waters at Parkgate. Until nature reclaimed the bay, silted it up, it ceased becoming a port or a seaside resort, and now it's just famous for Nichols ice cream, and rightly so, it should be famous. What else? Oh, fish and chips. Probably some of the best fish and chips on the Wirral you'll find in Parkgate. Now, I am going to use my hiker privilege when I get to Parkgate. I'm going to deviate off the Wirral Way and walk down the promenade at Parkgate. Same route, just nicer. Plus, as I've just previously said, Nichols ice cream is in Parkgate, and it's about 97 degrees, and I deserve an ice cream. And then maybe at the other end there's a nice pub called the Boathouse. Now, as long as it's not rammed, I might be able to nip in there and have a quick pint. Right then, nice little pint stop, and now the worst leg. The end of Parkgate, up through Haswell and onto Thurston. It's not particularly challenging, it just seems to go on forever and ever. It's more mental than miles. The next stop, Thurston. As I said before, I use my hiker privilege to come off the trail. You're never far away from it in Parkgate. So if you have a pint in the Boathouse, and I thoroughly recommend that you do, turn left, you come through the car park, and at the back end of the car park you'll pick up this path which kind of loops over to one of the old bridges. You drop back down onto the Wirral Way. So, partly refreshed, 6 miles to push. Whose idea was this? It's hotter than Hot McHot from Hotville. You see, this is why this stretch is psychological. It's the stretch with the straightest bits, and you can just see forever into the distance, and you can't even see Thurston yet. 10 miles in, we're at Thurston, and there's so much to like about Thurston. It's a lovely country park. It's got nice views of the Dees, which we'll see in a bit. And more importantly, they sell snacks. I'm absolutely roasting. But only 2 miles to go. Coldy and West Kirby, here we come. See you in a bit. Pair of buzzards. Aren't they beautiful? Before I get any complaints, I said a pair of buzzards. Seriously, you lot, get your mind out your gutter. You join me as I have breaking news. My wife's just rung. She's going to Hoy Lake for a few drinks. Suggest I join her. I mean, obviously I'm going. Hoy Lake is about another 1.5 miles down the road from my final destination, West Kirby. So I don't know whether I'm going to get the train one stop, whether that's even worth it. But I don't know whether I can also eke out another 1.5 miles out of these very tired legs. Oh well, I've got about 20 minutes to make my mind up for that. Right, I've invoked hiker privilege again. The Wirral Way continues up there. It's about 1 mile. I've already hit 12 miles, which it's the YouTube curse. Setting up the camera, doing stuff, going back. I've added an extra mile to my day. But at the end of the Wirral Way, you just come out of West Kirby Concourse and no one wants to see that. So I've come off and I'm going to head over to the West Kirby Marine Lake, which is far more picturesque. Let's go and have a look at that. Yep, so after a little over 30.5 miles, I'm calling it a day. And I'm getting the train for some liquid refreshments in Hoy Lake. Thanks for joining me today. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.